Namo Namaste Gurave Mahatmane Vimukta Sangaya Saduttamaya Nityadvayananda Rasaswarupine Bhumne Sadha Pardayam Budhamni Namaste Namaste Vibho Vishwamurte Namaste Namaste Chidanandamurte Namaste Namaste Tapoyogagamya Namaste Namaste Shrutijnanagamya Swarajya Samrajya Vibhutiresha Bhavat Kripa Shri Mahima Prasadat Prapta Maya Shri Gurave Mahatmani Namo Namaste Stu Punarnamostu Namo Namaste Stu Punarnamostu Namo Namaste Stu Punarnamostu Namastasmai Sadaikasmai Kasmai Chinmahase Namaha Yadetad Vishwarupena Rajate Guru Rajate Yadetad Vishwarupena Rajate Guru Rajate. Certain things, some concepts which I will try to take up too, where in spite of all discussions also, generally it eludes us. One is that yesterday while dealing with the three gunas, I omitted that slide, the slide number 11. That I am repeatedly saying that the gunas will be there as they are in the Prakriti, as they are in nature. Like that, a person who becomes gunatita, all the three gunas will be functioning in him also. But what will not be there is the bondage created by the gunas, which comes from the sanga. For each guna, either there is a sanga to the sukha and the jnana, or there is a sanga to the desire motivated action, or there is a sanga towards nidra, alasya and pramada. That the three gunas bondage is created by all the three. So, when the bondages are not there, you see here that pure sattva. Pure sattva means no bondage from the sukha sanga, jnana sanga. His knowledge becomes free, effortless knowledge. There's no sadhana. The sadhana is only knowledge sadhana, but there is no effortfulness in the sadhana. See, what happens is that the growth of a knower, it never stops really. The path never ends. But what happens is the sadhana ends. it becomes natural, the growth becomes natural. Even with the addition of each disciple, the Guru undergoes a further expansion. Each disciple has to be guided, taken forward in a different manner. So when he accepts disciples, by accepting any new disciple, it has to be generally a growth for the Guru also. But it is not under strain. There is no effortfulness in that growth. What stops is the effortfulness of our sadhana. It becomes natural, spontaneous growth. So the knowledge also becomes effortless knowledge. Pure sattva means effortless knowledge. We have tried to put some picture giving the color, that the color doesn't have any too much of harshness, contrast, and it has only a white and golden hue. That there's no reality in that, but to some extent what appears to our mind, that's all. Similarly, pure rajas on the right is effortless action in harmony with the divine will. Generally, whenever we are acting, we are calling it desire motivated action. That means we are not able to know the divine will, the swabhava karma, our natural spontaneous path, because of our desires. So many times we said that right from beginning we have been planning and planning, knowing that nobody's plan finally becomes fulfilled. What happens is the providential plan, but we still go on planning and struggling. This non-struggling, effortless way we are not able to discover. But nature works in its own free, natural manner. The grass is growing, grass flowers are blossoming, a big rose or a Brahma Kamal, as we are saying this. They are attractive to us because we want big, big things, dark things and all. For nature, a small white grass flower is equally beautiful. And the grass flower doesn't feel ashamed to blossom with its small lay that I have not been able to blossom like the rose. I have no fragrance. Nothing like that. It simply blossoms. The morning when it has to blossom, it never thinks that today will anybody come to see me, so that I have to decorate my face, put lipstick and eyebrow and all that. Nature doesn't have all these things. It simply blossoms with whatever it has. And there lies the real beauty. The real beauty of nature is there by its natural blossoming, natural fruition. So the Rajoguna is very much there in nature, in the tremendous activities that we cannot even imagine that is taking place in the cosmos, in the in the galaxies. Galaxies are getting born, galaxies are getting destroyed. What all things are happening in the world? It's a tremendous Rajoguna. But there is no sanga. There is no clash anywhere. The destruction is as easy as the birth there. Some are getting born, some are getting destroyed. Some are getting born, some are dying. That is the way the nature is. In Shvetashvatara, there is a lot of beautiful shlokas. Some of them we have sung in the song, in the Atma Sudha. In one, it is saying that for the Supreme Purusha, Brahman or Lord or whatever we may say, न तस्य कार्यं करणं च विद्यते न तत्समश्चाभ्यधिकश्च दृश्यते परास्यर्शक्तिर्विविधैः वश्रूयते स्वाभाविकतया Swabhaviki Jnana Balakriyacha. He says, Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. There is no causality there. The causality is a law in the created universe. You cannot extend it where from the universe has come. What is the cause of the universe? There is no cause at all. It just appears. That way, steady state theory is much more appealing than the Big Bang theory. Our early curse. Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. There is no karana. He doesn't have any implement. He doesn't have hands or feet to do anything. He has nothing to do also. He is the non-doer. Natat samascha-bhyadikascha drishyate. There is nothing parallel to him or surpassing him also. There is no duality. He is all. Swakaranam natat samascha-bhyadikascha drishyate. Parasyar shaktir vibidhaiva shruyate. Asya parashaktihi. That supreme energy, power of it, that appears as variegated, infinite variety as the world. How does it appear? This is the most important, for which I quoted. Swabhaviki Jnana Balakriyacha. It is the Swabhaviki. Swabhaviki means spontaneous, natural, easy. Jnana Balakriya. That knowledge itself is manifesting as the power, as the energy, which is getting engaged in or which is manifesting as all the activities in the universe. Swabhaviki Jnana Balakriyacha. That is what is happening. So it's nothing wrong with the Rajoguna. It is the bondage we develop to our desire motivated action. The moment our mind is free of desires, we can do tremendous activity without suffering anything at all. You can see Swamiji at 92 years, how much throughout day and night he is working, and another 20 years ago, he had been leading movements and all, tremendous activity, because he does not have desire. If you have the desire, then there will be anxiety of not being successful, fear of facing failure and all these things, and corresponding weakness corresponding to that. Whatever he could do, he has done. Whether it is success, failure, it doesn't matter at all. So that is the pure rajas or effortless action in harmony with divine will. That is what we say that in Bengali, in Ramakrishna Dev say, Tomar karma tumi karo ma. That means Shakuli Tuma. It is the divine will. The divine is getting things done as the whole world is tremendously active. I, being a small speck in that with my body, mind, personality also, is performing something. Triguna. This is the Triguna which is manifesting through my body, mind, personality and interacting with the Triguna manifestation of the world. Is it clear? Yes. So similarly, we need not hate Tamaguna. Pure Tamas is undisturbed peace and stability. It has nothing to do with Nidra, Alasya, Pramada. All the three are the bondages created by the Tamaguna. When our mind is free of this sanga, then The tamaguna will not create pramada, alasya, all these things. There will be peace, there will be stability. And he will feel all these things also. Suppose someday after meditation, he will feel that the whole being, you will feel a very, very stable feeling in the whole being. It is tamaguna. You won't feel like acting, getting up and running around. You won't feel like. But there is no jadatva. Jadatva means inertia. We don't call it inertia, it is stability. It is an infinite stability of the world. The whole universe as a whole, if you think, it is stable. In which there are so much of creation, destructions going on. And the whole thing is jnana balakriya. In Mundaka Upanishad, it says, tapasa chiyate brahma, tato annam abhijayate. That it is the austerity of the Brahman, the consciousness. How the consciousness can have any austerity? It doesn't have hand, legs, or it doesn't take food. That fasting he will do for austerity. Next mantra he says, Yasya jnanamayam tapaha. That Brahman's tapas is jnanamaya. There is nothing, it is just a conscious space in which some volition, some wish, some sankalpa, as we say, comes. And when the sankalpa comes in the jnana, that happens. That is the world which is born of it. That is how the whole universe functions. So a knower also becomes like that. He does not have desire, but as he is living in the world, certain sankalpas come to his mind, and that takes place. It is jnana sankalpa, jnana balakriya. That is why they are not saying karma. Yesterday I explained, karma means desire motivated activity. When it is not desire motivated, we call it kriya. Actions taking place. Jnana balakriya. So the most important verse of what we studied is the next verse, that is the 12th. Nanyam gunebhyah kartaram yada drashtanupashyati gunebhyascha param vetti so madbhavam sodhigacchati. Yesterday we have discussed in great detail that we don't posit one ahankara that I am the doer. It is everything that is done in the world is a free action of the three gunas. And whatever so-called my body-mind personality is doing, my body-mind personality is also a product of nature. So three gunas manifesting as my body-mind personality is interacting with the world manifest as the manifest form of the three gunas. So it is the gunas are interacting with the gunas. I never come in that. I am only a witness, the substratum on which the whole gunas are functioning. That I is the substratum of the entire world where the gunas are functioning. This realization of the witness, it's a great step in our spiritual sadhana, because it helps us to get rid of most of the sangas we suffer from. The whole world will become phenomenological. It is working in its own manner, flowing in its own manner. In that, my body-mind personality is also doing whatever it is doing. We have a great culture in Bengal, it is called Baul culture. They are called Sahajiya. It is those who know the western side that fakir, in the Muslim, Islamic, it is called fakir. Bauls or fakir, they are all, we call it sahajiya. Their sadhana is called sahaja sadhana. In their songs also you will find that as if the summer wind is flowing, not even blowing. That they have one stringed instrument, ding 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 ding. And with that the songs are extremely philosophical, very highly philosophical. Normally people will not be able to understand unless it is explained. But you will find in nowadays, I don't know how much it is there or not, but in our young days, in summer afternoons, walking along some huge field, you will find under some tree one baul is sitting and singing. And all the songs were this natural way of life. Their life also is like that. They move from place to place. Jayadeva is supposed to be their guru. So the place of birth of Jayadeva, Kenduli, which is near Shantiniketan, the Rabindranath's Vishwavarati, lot of people come on Jayadeva's birthday around that period for 2 months. Lot of festivities go on, that their cultural singing, dancing, everything. I just happened to say that. Now, to visualize this phenomenological state, that I am nowhere connected to that, I thought that a little time is that I will show or speak about some illustrations. Very simple illustrations, but if you meditate on that, then it will give you great suggestion. For example, you stand near a pond, the sun or moon is getting reflected by the waves. You focus on one wave where the sun or the moon is reflected. You find the moon it is better because the moon it is a clearer reflection. You will find the moon is dancing with the wave, sometimes becoming half, sometimes quartered, sometimes elongated, sometimes this way, that way. And when the wave goes, the moon is not there. That particular moon is not. There are millions of moons reflected on the millions of waves. The moon is only single, but it is appearing to be infinite in number. Sun's case also is like that. And whatever movement you are seeing in that, it is not really the movement of the moon or the sun, but of the wave. That we feel that the moon is changing. Exactly like that, we feel that I am sukhi, I am dukhi, I am suffering, I am great, I am small. Actually, nothing happens to the I. The I is that original I. Before the retreat, one day I had told you about this I have been telling always, that one mirror illustration. Suppose the light is coming from the top, the sunlight is coming. You put a mirror in that light. There will be a reflected beam from the mirror going around. If we move the mirror, you will be able to see the world with the reflected beam. Is it not? Now, the beam may be having a little, suppose the mirror is colored, then the beam will be colored. If the mirror is distorted, if it is convex or concave, the picture given also will have corresponding. The effect of the mirror will be falling on the world you are seeing. But forget about that. We are talking of the reflected beam with which the mirror is seeing. Now the question is the mirror right if it thinks that this reflected beam is coming from me, the mirror? Why? The original light is, if the original light is not there, the reflected light will not be there. The mirror's role is only to reflect, or it can be transmitted also, to only to direct the beam by its reflection and show the world. Now, when we say Atma, Atma is everywhere. The whole universe is appearing on Atma. Atma is the consciousness. What happens is that this Atma, when it is manifest with the association of our body-mind complex, then what is projected as our awareness, as we feel that I am knowing some knowledge, awareness, that is the Atma as expressed with the association of our body-mind personality. In Sanskrit it is called Chidabhasa. Chit is referred to as the universal, the consciousness, ultimate truth. And this is called Chit Abhasa. Abhasa means like the Chit but not the Chit. The reflected being, it is not original, but it is behaving like the light. So our so-called awareness is like that consciousness, but it is manifesting with under the limitation of the body-mind personality. That in our Shastras is referred to as Chidabhasa, Chit Abhasa. That itself is what we refer to as Jiva and all. Atma is generally not referred to with respect to the body-mind personality. It is referred to as the wherefrom the sense of I-ness is coming. Because it is coming from within, according to our way, we think that we refer to it as also as Atma. Truly speaking, we refer to as Jivatma. That means Atma which is expressing itself in association with the fragmented small body-mind personality. Now suppose one mirror breaks. Will there be the corresponding reflected beam? It will not be there. That is exactly what happens. But will anything happen to the original? Nothing. That is exactly what happens when the body dies. Body dying is like the mirror breaking or mirror becoming ineffective. That it is not able to project the consciousness which it was able to. That is because of the defect in the body. Are you getting confused? So, nothing happens to the original Atma, original light. Like that, millions of mirrors are breaking, millions of new mirrors are coming. They are having their own reflected beam, which we call our awareness. When we are sleeping also, that awareness is going. It is there, but that's something to do with the body. So, in our silent sitting or meditation or Vedantic meditation, what we are trying to do, suppose the mirror thinks that, okay, if the beam is not coming from me, how can I find out where from the light is coming? You become the mirror. Where from the light is coming? What will it do? Because all along it is seeing the world with the reflected beam, is it not? So here also he will think that with that reflected beam I will see the original light. Tendency will be to discover the original light with that reflected beam, as we are trying to find out God somewhere as different from me, or the self as different from me. Exactly same. So what will it do? The mirror will try to turn towards the original. If it is successful in its meditation, it will turn towards the where from the light is coming. As we are trying to do where from the I is coming, where from the consciousness in us, the bodha, where from the I is coming. For that we are turning our attention, turning our awareness towards within. Where from the, I thought that this body is I. No, the body is an object before that I. The mind also, the thoughts are coming, going, all these are known by the I. So the mind is also not the I. The emotions, no, the I is knowing the changeful emotions. The I is never changing. So where from the I is coming? So we leave one after another whatever the I is revealing to find out who is the revealer within. Similarly, the mirror is trying to find out where from the original light is coming. Now, when it is able to focus toward, turn fully towards the original light, what happens to the reflected light? They merge in the original light. So they discovered that the Atma is not bound only in me as the reflected light. It is only a manifestation of the original light. So he gets the touch of the real universal Atma, provided it is able to turn. So the first day, or I don't know, during the retreat or earlier, we said the greatest trouble for any seeker is that they want to discover the self, locate the self also as something different from the I. Because our tendency is to see everything which is not I. Is it not? Right from birth, we are interacting with the worldly things which is not I. Nobody is interested in the I, because I is what I am. So only when somebody tells you or the Shastras tell you and this is something great, you think, oh no, that I is very great. I am small happiness, small things I am looking for, that is eternal happiness. That will never go. So we start looking for the I. But we don't know that that I is what I am. So we look for the I as different from me. And that is how nobody is able to discover the I. I cannot be discovered as different from me. So when we stop looking for anything different from me, then the I reveals itself. That is what is happening. You can take any number of illustrations, like this wave reflection or so. You can think about it. Suppose there is a crystal, quartz. It is absolutely clear, no color is there. Now, you keep some rows far away from it, you find that the crystal is appearing red. Has the crystal become red? Nothing has happened to the crystal. It is the rose which is expressing through the crystal. The knowledge is like that, the consciousness is like that. Whatever it is revealing, it appears to be of that color, that quality, that thing, the worldly things and all. The knowledge doesn't have it's absolutely colorless, absolutely free of all qualities. We have another problem in finding that when we say the dream, we have no problem. That in the dream, when we say, suppose you are dreaming a great war is going on, there is an aircraft carrier, the bombers are coming, everything, all these things are happening. You become fearful or whatever, all those emotions are coming because you have created your own personality also. Your dream personality is different from your wakeful personality. You have created that and it is moving in the war. Now, suddenly, before the bullet attacks you, your sleep breaks. And you are free of the fear. Why? Because you find that all this war was going on in my mind. So we don't think deeply there. In mind means what? What was the aircraft carrier made of? It was just written in mind. But in the dream, did it not have all the qualities? If you touch, it is solid. If you smell, it has something. All the qualities of the reality will be there. But it is all written in the consciousness or mind. That we know because the moment our sleep breaks, we know that the whole thing was taking place within me. But in the wakeful state, we have a difficulty because we consider that whatever the world we are seeing, well, we accept that the world also we are knowing only when it is appearing in the consciousness, I agree. But it is always there. The outside world is still there. Every time I am getting up, the same outside world is there, but in dream it is not there. So because of the reality of our being, it is appearing like that. Suppose we think about it, meditate on it, that my body-mind personality is also a part of this world we are seeing. So the my body-mind personality which I know, is it also not an appearance in the consciousness? It is difficult. Can you show the Krishna? Hey Miru, can you show Krishna? Oh, it's there already. Do you like this, Krishna? I like the calves more. So, one day in Vrindavan, the calves came and reported to Krishna that we hear that in Kerala there is one Swami Bhumananda Tirtha who is explaining the truth very well. Will you take us there? We would also like to know the truth. So Krishna tells them that, okay, let me first find out. I cannot take you easily, but I have the power of going anywhere I like. By whatever I wish, I can. So I will first go to Narayanashrama Tapovanam, find out what is happening, and then come back to you. So, there is a little technical difficulty here because I think it was Sally, Australian. Sally was making these diagrams and she did not know how to rotate the Krishna. So the Krishna is looking away. Actually, he should have looked inside. So that we have to bear with. We are not experts in this. So he arrived before the ashram and walked in. Next. Now you can see on the top balcony Swamiji and Ma are standing. Poor Nutan Swamiji is not there. So here also Sally could not turn Krishna to see Swamiji and Ma over there. But Krishna started thinking. You see that the real transmission is not through words. It is a direct presence. So as soon as Krishna reached there, Balakrishna reached there, the Swamiji's knowledge started working in him. So he started thinking that what is this happening, this building, there Swamijis are sitting, standing. Show the next one. Is it not that the whole building, what I am seeing in front, unless it appears in my mind, I will not be able to know it? Just what we were trying to explain to you all along. That it is the real, what I am interacting with, what I am seeing the ashram, is the ashram appearing in my mind. So we have put that cloud design there. It's a thought in the mind. Don't say. You see how the eyes are changing. It is not, he is not stopping there, it is in the mind. But then his eyes suddenly became brighter. It's not only that, it is something still greater. Next. What is that? That the Balakrishna is looking at the Narayanashrama Tapovanam. which is appearing in his mind, this whole thing, including Krishna, is actually appearing in the consciousness, in the mind. Krishna's body, we were thinking that in my mind it is appearing. But his body-mind personality is part of the world. The whole world is appearing there. So, the whole thing I have put in the cloud, that Krishna also is in the crowd only. Is it clear? Then next. Oh, so I got the reality. The whole universe, as we see the galaxies and the nebulas and everything, where I am standing and seeing the world, this world is appearing in his mind. But including his body, the whole thing is appearing in the consciousness. So can you call that consciousness is within Krishna, or the Krishna is within the consciousness? You get the point? His body-mind personality is also appearing in that consciousness. So the whole, everything is appearing in that. Here is the crux of the understanding. We are not able to have this involution, that the whole thing is an appearance in the consciousness. So he got his point. Next. That writing is not seen. So the whole universe is a state of consciousness. In the universe in which I am also appearing. So the whole thing, it is just, you can call it a state of consciousness. It is appearance in the consciousness. That's it, no? Does it make anything clear or more confused? Huh?
The cows also come to the ashram?
They are waiting still. A dog came. Cows did not come, but the dog got the information and arrived. The ashram workers started thinking that the dog must be some great devotee who has taken birth and came in this life to the ashram, so they have great respect for the dog.
But they also want to be born as a dog.
So some of them say that we would also like to be reborn as a dog. Ashram dog. Because everybody, the ashram, the cynosure is the dog. All the brahmacharis are not there. Our ashram is a full ladies' ashram except myself and Swamiji. So we will soon be kicked out of the ashram and it will become a Sharada ashram like thing. So the dog is also a brahmacharini. It's not a brahmachari. We thought after all we have the third male member over there. So Swamiji named him Surya. Very soon the doctor discovered that it is not Surya, it is Surya Kumari. Prabuddham vimuktam vikaradihinam prasannam sada nityabodhaswarupam param nishchalam nirgunam sarvarupam bhajeham sadanusmarami pranomi prabuddham vimuktam vikaradihinam prasannam sada nityabodhaswarupam nishchalam nirgunam sarvarupam bhajeham sadanusmarami pranomi.